Dragon Age Inquisition was rated M for mature by the ESRB and contains blood, intense violence, nudity, sexual content, and strong language. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello everyone, my name is Amaronith and I play games for the internet, and today we're playing Dragon Age Inquisition. Last time we cleared up a bunch of goings on in Haven, talked to our advisors and got to know everyone a little better, and finally made it to the Hinterlands, arrived at the Hinterlands with the goal of speaking to Mother Giselle, who has an idea, or maybe, of what to do regarding the chantry. I'm going to be very honest. This is a re-recording. This is a re-recording of
the apostates have fled to the hills.
Yeah. This is a re-recording of Stronghold of the Apostate Mages. Let the fools in Redcliffe play the good mage, as they always do. We know the truth. This world is ours to conquer, and every worthless peasant who threw a stone, every Templar who glared in disappointment at our harrowing, deserves to know it. Follow the trail to the Witchwood and find your brothers. An unsigned letter, the scratched handwriting almost too sloppy to read.
What's that?
The re-recording happened because there was more issues with recording Inquisition. I'll put in an example of what it looked like.
I'm pleased to hear it.
Because for some reason my whole recording setup decided to shit the bed. Probably because Inquisition is the most powerful game that I've tried to record with it. And so, yeah, I had to get that fixed. But unfortunately, I didn't figure that out until I had recorded up to episode 20. I had episodes 1 through 4 and the codex entry all edited and rendered out, and they looked fine, but it wasn't until we got to the bigger parts of the game that it started to dramatically shit itself, but I didn't know. So I have to re-record episodes 5 through 20. And that's the update on that. Astrariums. Regarding your inquiry regarding these so-called astrariums, it is our considered belief that these are relics from a cult that existed in the pre-Andrastian era of the Tevinter Imperium. Now, what would be considered a cult in a society that worshipped the old gods? An order of magisters who believed in the destruction of the magisterium, the governing body of the Imperium that determines which mages are and are not given the magister title. The members of this order wish to return to an earlier period where dreamers ruled, and evidence indicates that they operated throughout Tevinter, though primarily in the frontier areas. They would lock away their secrets, caches of treasures, and perhaps even secret meeting places, though we have no way of knowing for certain, unlockable only through knowledge of ancient astronomy, a practice that was, we understand, rather out of fashion in the late Tevinter period. According to our investigations, each one of the astrariums could point to the secret cache if one knew the 3 constellations that mapped to each device present at the site. Connect the Dwemer's phone. Sorry, I should have done this. Dwemer. That's weird. Because what Dwemer is, it's an Old English word meaning witchcraft that derives from Old Norse. I'm gonna butcher this. Dvergmal? Literally meaning dwarf talk. Dverg, dwarf, plus mal talk. Referring to the secret knowledge of magic among the original Norse dwarves. It's Dwema. Huh. Dwemer? Dwemer. Shows up a lot in fantasy games, apparently. Connect the Dwemers in the correct configuration and it would be revealed. Bleh. Many of these relics were sought out by Andrastian cultists in the early Divine Age, the Order of Fiery Promise in particular, and destroyed. Why? Because they believed the Astrariums held together the Veil, and that destroying them would destroy the Veil and thus the world. Such is the way of cults, and any kind that the true reasons for what they do could never truly be understood by the modern minds. Why was that so hard to read? From a letter written by Magister Peladanus, head of the Corial Order, 512 Exalted. Huh. So that's what these are. And they lead to puzzles! Astrariums allow you to unlock the secrets of the heavens. Recreate the image of a constellation by connecting the stars without making the same line twice. This one is fairly easy, and as you can see, I'm pointing at my screen as though you can actually see it. In the bottom right-hand corner is what it's supposed to look like. Boom. And thus it forms the blade. Constellation Judex. I realized I read that letter and it was
weird. What does this lead?
And it was way longer than what that is. But that it's I don't know. I'm just doing what I do. What I want to do. Oh, we shouldn't actually be up here. We've gone a little too far up. I just got distracted by enemy dots. This is a sketch of Calenhad's Foothold. Basically, these maps will lead us to secret treasure. I believe there's I don't remember how many maps there are in every area. I don't think I've ever actually found them all, but I'm gonna give it my damnedest. What's here? Okay. We're going this way. So I don't remember what I've been talking about before, but I will say, with full transparency, that with getting getting my carved dagger schematic, with getting my recording setup fixed. Really, all it needed was I needed to update OBS and like fix some settings, but that's it. It wasn't really all that hard. It just took some time. But with getting all of that done, I also installed some mods. The more banter mod, and I believe a couple of hair mods, but I'll just have to look when we get some time and can go back to the Black Emporium. A letter in an empty home. Brythus, I know you escaped with the other mages, and I know you'll come here. Father told you that if you ever strayed, he'd put you down himself. If you're here, you know he's dead. But I'm not. I'll be killing apostates and waiting for you at old Fenix Place to the north. I've got Father's sword and my true brothers in the Templars. Come if you're man enough. Yevon.
Interesting reading. Could be worth a look.
Yeah, getting in between two fighting brothers. Oh boy. Grab some Elford. This game is very easy to get sidetracked and distracted and... Oh boy. Calenhad's Foothold.
Mother Giselle ought to be around here somewhere.
So, Calenhad Foothold is up that path, and Redcliffe Village is down that way. This way is where the Crossroads are. So let's just go get Mother Giselle and... Oh! There's that castle that was in the map! But yeah, let's go tend to Mother Giselle first, and... Oh! Bodies! Bodies. And then we'll explore.
Inquisition forces. They're trying to protect the refugees.
Looks like they could use a hand.
Hold. We are not apostates.
I do not think they care, Seeker.
I'm like clicking buttons because I'm used to a much higher level of Revas. No.
We are not Templars. We mean you no harm.
Doesn't look like they're listening.
Okay.
Be ready. More coming our way.
Alright. And... yeah. Unlocked archers. Come on, you. Got him. Like,
We
what?
are victorious once more.
Okay, wait. Don't loot anything after the battle. Wait until this cutscene plays, because it will mess up the cutscene and you won't be able to pick any any dialogue options. That's the word. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. Oh,
There are mages here who can heal your wounds. Lie still.
Don't touch me, Mother. Their magic is...
Turn to noble purpose. Their magic is surely no more evil than your blade.
What?
Hush, dear boy. Allow them to ease your suffering.
Mother Giselle?
I am. And you must be the one they are calling the Herald of Andraste.
you're not against magic?
What you said to that soldier?
We do not teach that magic is evil.
Really?
We teach that pride is evil, and does not corrupt only mages. But I did not ask you to come simply to debate with me.
Then why am I here?
I know of the Chantry's denouncement, and I am familiar with those behind it. I won't lie to you. Some of them are grandstanding, hoping to increase their chances of becoming the new divine. Some are simply terrified. So many good people, senselessly taken from us.
That's not an excuse.
And that's an excuse? They're making things worse.
They don't know that. This is my point. Go to them. Convince the remaining clerics you are no demon to be feared. They have heard only frightful tales of you. Give them something else to believe.
Appeal to them?
You want me to appeal to them?
If I thought you were incapable, I wouldn't suggest it.
Will they even listen?
Let me put it this way. You needn't convince them all. You just need some of them to doubt. The power is the unified voice. Take that from them and you receive the time you need.
Are you sure?
So I show up, say hello, show them the mark on my hand.
I honestly don't know if you've been touched by fate, or sent to help us, but I hope. Hope is what we need now. The people will listen to your rallying call, as they will listen to no other. You could build the Inquisition into a force that will deliver us, or destroy us. I will go to Haven, and provide Sister Leliana the names of those in the Chantry who will be amenable to a gathering. It is not much, but I will do whatever I can.
And so there we go.
Corporal Vale is coordinating the Inquisition's efforts in the area. We should speak with him.
Right. I was saying before, it was so funny. The other day, my housemate and I, we ordered in Chinese food. And I was like, oh no, they fused. Nope. Conjoined? Nope. And she was like, combined? I was like, yes, that's the word. She's like, combined what? They combined our white rice. Oh, well, that's fine. I forgot the word for combined, but I literally remembered all the other ones. Like, fucking conjoined. A letter to Revered Mother Giselle. To my friend and faithful servant, Revered Mother Giselle, the Grand Clerics tell me you have requested more aid in tending the refugees who are gathering in and around Redcliffe. Your efforts are indeed most appreciated, although in the future, when you are asked how many refugees will be helped by your efforts for requisitioning purposes, it may help if you provide an actual numerical answer, as opposed to the worthy but unspecific, as many as we can. It breaks my heart to see this war cross the Maker's land, Giselle. I would that you were here with me at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. Your words have calmed many irate minds over the years, and we will not lack for those at the Conclave. Still, I am glad that the refugees have you to care for them. Too many in the halls of power have forgotten our faithful. If any pressure you to accommodate their views, you must let me know at once. Maker willing, this war shall be all over soon, Giselle. Be well and go with my blessing. In service of the Maker, Divine Justinia V. And that's
It's good to have commerce restored. I've many goods here if you wish to trade.
sure. Let me just check. Frail and Captain Longsword. Nope. Balance dagger. Human trained only. Peh. Okay, yes, the deflecting scout code is nice, but it... Okay. Accessories, Belt of Health. Gonna pop that on... Nope. Not on you. Sorry, buddy. On Revas, because he is a squishy boy. Royal Alfred. Valuables. Okay. We one-handed. I believe we already have these. Yeah, we've got. Ooh. So if we needed materials, we could go to this guy. He has the Antivan fire grenade recipe. So there's that.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Hello?
Someone, anyone, please help my wife.
What's wrong?
What's wrong with your wife?
She gets sick when the weather's foul. Can't catch her breath like cobwebs in her lungs. Our son Hindle makes a potion that lets her breathe. He's the only one who can make it, but he's joined that cult in the hills.
There's a cult in the
Get to
hills?
him and tell him what's wrong. Without that potion, she'll die.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. And do you see this pyramid on the mini-map? That's a landmark. When we claim them... I'm not reading this all, but when we claim them, we get codex entries and learn more about the area we're in. Come on.
You all right, sir? Of course.
That's the last of the bread. Going to be a long, hungry night.
What's the problem?
These people need food?
There are rams out in the hills. Good eating, cooks easy, and And no lords around to kill you for poaching. Too dangerous to go hunting now. More likely to find mages than mutton.
I just realized I forgot to set my timer. Oops. Right.
Good luck. Luck won't confound your ribs.
No, it won't. One moment. Okay, sorry. I have my timer set up and some idea of how long I need to keep going after this. So we have to speak with Corporal Vale. Alright. Grab that. Okay. The compass points are fast travel markers in like towns and stuff. But Corporal Vale is up this way.
And how much did you need? True enough.
Hey.
You're with the Inquisition. Corporal Vale, thanks for your help. The Mages and Templars don't seem to care who gets caught in their war. The refugees here are in dire need of help. If the war doesn't kill them, cold or starvation will.
People are cold.
Is there anything we can do to help people deal with the cold?
I asked the Inquisition to send blankets. You'd think I was asking for a wagon of raw lyrium. A recruit named Whittle is trying to make what we can bring in last. If you have any ideas, talk to him across the road.
You said people might starve? I mean, we talked to the...
concerned about refugees starving?
Yes. Many of them brought food, but they expected to be home by now, or safe in a city. There's a hunter up the hill who has some ideas.
Okay. Hang on, I'm clearing stuff out. Tell me of the mages.
What can you tell me about the rebel mages?
The real rebels are up north in Redcliffe, dug in and taking care of their own. The ones out here are just apostates, locked up in the circles all these years, and now they've gone mad with power. The rebels in Redcliffe have washed their hands of them. I wish we could do the same.
Tell me of the Templars.
What can you tell me about the Templars?
All the Templars were called to Val Royeaux not long ago. These bastards ignored the order. Now they're killing rebel mages, along with any refugees they think are mage sympathizers. Every Templar I've ever known has wanted to protect the common folk. These men defile their order's good name.
Any other concerns?
What other problems do these refugees face?
We've got some injuries that go beyond stitches and elf fruit. I know healers are in short supply. But if you can find someone in Redcliffe to help us, it would save a lot of lives.
Tell me of the Horsemaster.
What can you tell me about the man who's supposed to be getting horses for the Inquisition?
Horsemaster Dennett. He lives on a farm to the west. Tough old fella. We haven't heard from him. Best we can tell, he's holed up until the Mages and Templars are done killing each other.
Goodbye.
Farewell.
And you as well.
Power. Stabilize areas by sealing Fade Rifts, expand the reach of the Inquisition by setting up new camps, and complete quests to gain power and influence. Spend power on scouting operations at the war table to unlock new opportunities. Gaining enough influence increases the rank of your Inquisition and grants you access to unique perks. Pretty much what it says on the tin. We need 4 power to get to Val Royeaux. We are gonna gather a little more than that before we end up leaving here to get to Val Royeaux.
Fool villages. Where are their coats?
People are cold.
What do you need to keep these refugees warm?
Blankets, warm clothes, all of it. These poor sods lost everything when the mages and the Templars went crazy. If we were in a village, I could just pinch a blanket off a clothesline and be fine. Out here, I'm sure the apostates have plenty of supplies, just haven't been able to find them.
Right. Goodbye.
Farewell.
And see you.
Okay. So. Now that that's all sorted, let's look at our journal. We're not doing that. We want the Hinterlands. We have the Master of Horses. We have to find Horsemaster Dennett. Apostates in the Witchwood. Fighting between apostate mages and rogue Templars have driven the refugees from their homes and endangered everyone in the area. Search the Witchwood for the apostate stronghold. Hunger pangs. Wild rams live up in the hills near the Crossroads. Their meat could mean the difference between comfort and starvation for the refugees. In the elements, apostate mages have supply caches hidden in the area. Their supplies could help protect the refugees from the elements. There's the rifts on the outskirts. There are 2 fade rifts that we have to close along Redcliffe Road. Holdings in the Hinterlands. Establish camps to hold the Hinterlands and support the Inquisition activity in the area. We have 1 camp out of 6 established. And then there's the sketch of Calenhad's foothold. The sketch of a castle on a rocky ridge marks a spot along a broken wall. And then shallow breaths. A refugee at the Crossroads is having trouble breathing. Without a specific potion, she is likely to die. Get the potion from the refugee's son. And then Blood Brothers. A Templar has left a note for his apostate brother, challenging him to a fight. Go to the location mentioned in the letter. And lastly, Hinterlands tapestry requisition. Wallisian nobles are clamoring for tapestries with an Inquisition theme. We need 5 velveteen and 4 decorative gems. We have 1 of 5 velveteen and 2 of 4 decorative gems. So what we're going to do is in the elements. We'll do hunger pangs at the same time, but in the elements we can has specific locations, and hunger pangs is more like a general area. Oof.
Look at this. The apostates have gone mad with power.
I see just as many Templars.
Come on.
We should move on. We can only restore order by securing an alliance.
Right. That's Solus's way of saying, this isn't the area we're supposed to be in right now. Come on. Cassandra. Babe, this way. We went the wrong way. Right? Oh, gosh. But yeah, another thing that you want to do...
the Inquisition can find...
Make some breath. If I were
No.
back in the city,
No.
I could just
No.
steal some blankets.
Thank you. We talked. But yeah, under protection of the Inquisition. Okay.
I don't know.
You just be on your way now.
Tell me about this place.
What is this place?
Map-making tenderfoots named this the Hinterlands.
But right here, that's nowhere. Just some fields, and now a bunch of demons. I'm Giles, by the way.
Bye.
I need to be on my way.
I can watch over you then.
We all did. We'll make good use of it. Very well. Hear the news.
But yeah, so now I have to remember where the frickin' frack. We'll get over there when we get there. Right. So. Right, there's a lot of different sections to, these maps, and they're, like, because Inquisition is an open world game, the maps are huge. Hello? No. Where's everyone else? Really? Oh my god. All of this. Did we get it? Frickin' God. Had to run all the way back. Yeah. Rams are... they're not exactly tricky. But they run away from you. And it's annoying. You want to kill at least one of everything because codex entries. And you get experience points for codex entries. Oh yeah, we're back here. Okay. So up this way. Rams everywhere. Oh. Hello. Let's... Come on. Oh god. Okay. No, come on. So that happened. Okay. And yeah, it's easier to just...
You know, not every dwarf likes caves.
I know, Varric, I'm sorry. I'm running around as Varric. Whoops.
These must be the supply caches Whittle asked us to find.
Yes. Good job. And letter found on a dead dwarf. I need you to check a cave up in the hills, off the path between Redcliffe and Haven. If you can get past the mages and Templars, it's worth it. Purest vein I've ever seen. Purest vein I've seen, so close to the surface. That's not good.
Fighting between the mages and the Templars has cost too many innocent lives.
Yeah, for some reason, the, Ambari. Oh. Ram. Yeah, for some reason, if you kill something far away, sometimes the loot will drop, close by. Nug. All right. No. Come on. Hand hammer. A body. Letter found on a noblewoman's corpse. My Lady Velena. I know you're frightened, but the light in the sky shouldn't scare you. It's the eye of the Maker finally coming back to take the faithful to the Golden City. Leave your father's servants and come up into the hills, away from the pointless fighting between the Templars and mages. Let me introduce you to Speaker Ananias. She'll explain everything, and we'll be together and happy, waiting for everything to be right in the world. Your love, Lord Barrand. Oof. Well, Baron's gonna be waiting a while. So, and now we're in Dwarfson's Pass.
Since the renegade Templars faced a mage of any talent.
I do not believe these are simply bandits. Their armor and training suggest something deeper.
Sorry, I'm not talking, I'm just muttering to myself.
I wondered, how did you know to approach us so late? The breach opened, we were scrambling and barely had time to think. And there you were.
I went to see the breach for myself. I did not know you would be there.
You must not have been far away.
I was not. I'd come to hear of the Conclave, but did not want to get close.
Lucky for us, then.
Come on. Is this elf fruit? I know I was like, we'll do the mage stuff and look for what they have and it'll be fine. We can do it on the way. And then it's like, I'm staying in this one area and just gonna hunt down all of the... Defeat demons to close the rift. Okay. Is there a demon hidden there? I mean... Oh. Okay. Prepare for the next wave. The demons come in waves. Initially, I believe there's only 2 waves, but later it might, as we get to stronger enemies, it might be 3. Lesser terror, huh? Almost every Fade Rift you close will drop loot. And you get power. Okay, so hand hammer. Nope. Is this better than... Oh, no. That's not what I wanted to do. Unmarked for sale. Dalish toy. Canine leather. And fennec fur and lightning essence. examine, compare to offhand. Oh. I prefer that to Sunder on hit. Reinforce shield. Same thing as Cassandra's I got now. No one can use Rashvine right now. It's only for Canary. Scout armor. Yeah, Revas can use scout armor. Okay. Belt of melee defense. Cassandra. Enhanced long shot. And enhanced blizzard. Okay. Ping, ping, ping. There we go. So, oh god. So, just to, let you know of what my life has been like. I've actually, been trying to record for a few days, but no time, and then I was actually planning on recording on, the other day, but, it was on a Friday. I'll say this much, 'cause time of current recording, this is a Sunday morning, and I wanted to record on Friday after my stream, but then I had forgotten I had a doctor's appointment until my phone was like, you have a doctor's appointment in 10 minutes, and I was like, fuck. Now my doctor is barriers can be destroyed with enough of the opposite type of elemental damage. Ice barriers can only be damaged by a mage's fire tech. That's a lie, by the way. Magic barriers are damaged by magic. It doesn't matter what. And, now it's usually, my doctor's office is pretty close to where I live, and it's usually a good, 15-minute walk. It's a comfortable 15-minute walk. And, like, you don't have to rush it or nothing. But I only had 10 minutes, and those of you who might not know, I have to walk with a cane. And so I power walk to get to Ash location. There's
More supplies for Recruit Whittle.
I have to. So I power walk to get to where I want to go. I get to my doctor's appointment. Everything from the waist down, essentially, was on fire and in agony.
Red lyrium and a would-be miner, I believe.
Ooh, now we have Bianca stuff. We can make our own Bianca arms, and that's good. And so yeah, basically everything from the waist down is on fire. I'm in agony. I go through my doctor's appointment. It was just a checkup, but just check in, you know, because I have, at the time of recording, I had been sick pretty badly a few months before. And so I went through my doctor's appointment, and then I sat in the waiting room and cried because the idea of having to walk home hurt just so much. I was in screaming agony. And then on the walk home, there's a bench at a halfway mark between home and the doctor's office, and I stopped at the bench and I cried in public on the bench because even going at a mosey hurt so much. So nothing was getting done. This letter was found on a body. Letter found on a dead body. Brother, I have fled the circle, but I want no part of this mad rebellion. The Templars and my brethren have gone mad, and their war has torn apart the very sky. Some of the other isolationists suggested fleeing, and I shall follow their example. It has been too long since I saw you, and it cannot be safe in Haven. If you make it past the bandits and demons, join me at Grandmother's old home northwest of the Crossroads. With your blade and my staff, we can get through this together. Grandma's cabin's key. Go to the cabin in the Highlands. And we also grabbed a landmark. So yeah, Friday did not happen. Friday recording did not happen. I was grateful even on Friday that we ended up canceling D&D for that Friday because I could not sit. I had to lay down and cry because everything hurt. I'm laughing, but because that's pretty much my life.
Templar deserters.
Templar deserters. And there must be something here. What? Help! Hi.
Do you need anything? I should probably report back.
This is a mage.
Eldreda, yes. I think that was her name. At least I'd heard other apostates call her that.
It looks like someone was having a picnic.
Yes. The mage must have been hunting for blood magic. The Templars attacked the apostate. I suppose I just got caught in the middle.
Uh-huh.
So, the truth. I may have been, passing time with Eldreda.
I suppose I understand.
We were trying to find a moment's peace in the midst of this war.
We were... Yes. At first she was just a mage who saw me and didn't attack, but later we... So, are you going to report me?
Varric?
Look, kid. you can talk an apostate out of her pants in the middle of a war, you've got a gift. Use it. Make contacts, get information, and help the Inquisition. Do that, and our lips are sealed.
All right. I can do that. And thanks for going easy on me.
Oh. Agent acquired. So yeah. Friday recording did not happen because I was in agony even after a bunch of painkillers. And Saturday recording didn't happen because I still had a session of D&D with my my dad and my older sibling, and
More supplies for Recruit Whittle.
for that session, actually, my eldest sibling ran it as opposed to the game that I usually run. My eldest sibling ran a one-shot for me and my mom and my dad and my nephew, who wanted to fight a Tarrasque. Now, at the time of recording, my nephew is 7. And... Eep. Oh, you're level 8. Aren't we like level 4? Unlocked Rage Demon. Cool. So, at the time of recording, my nephew is 7. Come on. On your feet, Solus. So...
We must have done enough to draw the attention of the clerics by now. Shouldn't we meet with them?
No. No, we are not done here, Solus. We're not going to Val Royeaux until we help those people in the valley. At the Crossroads. And, but, yeah, so... It was... an interesting session, to say the least. And it ended quite promptly with my nephew going, I use my super secret one-hit KO move that you don't know about, and I kill the Tarrasque in one shot. And it's like, okay, buddy. But that was the whole reason why we set up this session to begin with. You know, because for those who don't play D&D, Tarrasques are like really difficult for parties that are level 20.
The Maker has torn open the
And
When the demons have cleansed the unworthy, the faithful will be lifted up.
yeah, it's not something you just fight. It anyway.
Speak not the chant of light, for our lips are imperfect.
I know you.
Our
They call you
imperfection
the
has
Herald
rent
of
the sky,
Andraste for what
and
you did
now
at
only
Haven.
the Maker can restore
are
what
you?
has been torn asunder.
The Maker has not told me.
I'm not certain.
I honestly don't know myself.
As I suspected. Stories of you mastering the rifts are just blind heresy.
No, I can seal rifts.
Then prove it. Show me that the rifts bend to your will, the will of the Maker. Show me the power you wield.
Okay, what does your cult believe?
This cult? What are you doing out here? What is it you think is happening?
The Chantry has fallen, and shown its imperfection in doing so. The Chant of Light was a lie. It was arrogance to think that mortal lips could frame the Maker's will, and so we wait in silence. The Maker has opened the sky. Soon he will call his chosen back to the Golden City.
Goodbye.
Until later.
Until the Maker brings you back to us.
I'm not sure why Solus was like, surely we've got enough to go see the people in Val Royeaux, because...
I suppose it only natural that some would turn to worshipping the breach.
Yeah.
If only in hopes of appeasing it.
Well, let's... mine Lauren's exile, and we'll... look at that later. Now, she wants us to deal with the rift. That's Defender's quote. Is,
Look, there are Inquisition soldiers even here. I told you we would be safe.
I'm not certain, my lady. We could still return to your family's estate.
No. There is nothing for me back there.
okay. So much.
With your father's passing at the Conclave,
No. We can never go back. The Inquisition can pick up the pieces of this world. We will find peace in the world to come.
Okay.
My lady, your father would not...
Okay. I forgot what I was talking about. So
How did the Maker bring you here?
I'm from Redcliffe Village. When the rebel mages took over, I had to get out. No sense staying and waiting for the Templars to come burn everything down, is there?
Peace to you.
Maker's tears. I was a fool to have doubted you. How may we serve you? Herald of Andraste.
now we could, I believe, either one of these gets us an agent of the Inquisition, but Revas would want.
Have your people help the refugees.
As you say, Herald of Andraste. Some few will remain here, the rest will go forth to do your will. When the Maker calls you to your great purpose, remember that we served you.
Weird. Sorry. We have 8 power on our journal. Okay, that's just not updating. Okay. So Solus was right. But anyway, since I don't exactly know how long this episode is, because of my foolishness with my timer, I'm going to cut it off here. And, next time we will continue, going about the Hinterlands and helping the people at the Crossroads. But until then, take care of yourselves. Be safe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.